HAILEY DAVIDSON. Don't know if you've heard of they. They have been banned from the women's golf tour in America there. HAILEY won a tournament in January, but HAILEY used to be a man and now identifies as a woman. I don't know how far they have gone with the identification progress, whether things have been done down below or not. Anyway, they've been banned. I don't know if I'm saying it right, so I don't know if I should say he or she. I don't want to get it wrong. I don't offend anyone, so we'll go with they. That's a term that many seem to accept. They wanted to play on this tour. They were playing on this tour and won a competition, as I say, in January. Many of the women on the tour thought that HAILEY had an unfair advantage, and the committees and the rulers, the ruling bodies, have listened and banned them from the tour forthwith. That's it, it's done. HAILEY's very unhappy. HAILEY says no, they shouldn't have done that, and they said they'd email me and they never did. I just couldn't believe it when I got banned, and the person interviewing HAILEY said, well, maybe, they are saying you may have an unfair advantage, being as how you was born as a man. And HAILEY said, no. The thing is, people don't realise, although I'm a big person, I am a little overweight. I've had problems with my feet since I was born. My feet were both facing the wrong way when I was born, and I've had 30 or 40 operations. That's really slowed me down. And the fact is, I started to identify as a woman 9 years ago and started having hormone treatment then. And at that time, yes, some will say I was stronger than many women and I could hit the ball further. But I've had that much hormone treatment over the last 9 years. A lot of my power has now gone. So I'm not much different than the women on the tour anyway. Anyway, that's not washed with the women on the tour. They're not happy. They said it's called the women's tour for a reason. It's for women. HAILEY isn't a woman. Might identify as a woman now, but HAILEY's been born as a man. And to that end, whether she identifies as man or woman, it's only something to be identified as. It isn't what HAILEY was born as. So it looks like they have been knocked out. So I don't know. I don't know whether HAILEY goes back to the man's game or whether somebody opens a different tour for HAILEY, for people that identify as a different sex. But again, I will say it again, I've said it many times, it's another instance as a man identifying as a woman and wanting to play with women. And I don't mean that as it sounds. I mean play sport against women. But you don't tend to get women identifying as men and wanting to play sport against men. It just doesn't seem to happen. And as I say, it always raises the question with me, do men identifying as women realise that in their own sport against their own gender, the gender they were born in, they can't win, but knowing they'll have an advantage against women and the gender they've decided to move to, want to go over there to upset things and hopefully win some trophies, as HAILEY did in January. You never seem to get, as I say, women wanting to play against men, even when they identify as men, because I think they feel that the idea of sport and competition is to try to win things. And I think they know if they go over as a woman, identifying as a man, playing men, they're unlikely to win anything because the men are going to be stronger, fitter, more hardy. So they just don't tend to do it. I don't know, maybe, maybe all these sports need a third category, and that is for those that identify as anything other than what they were born. That would make it fairer, wouldn't it? The only thing, as I say, make it fairer for me. It'd make it fairer in my eyes, but then again, the problem for me would be those that are born as men, identifying as women, I think will always beat those that are born as women that identify as men. They probably won't want to go in there. There's nothing for them then, is there really? Anyway, I'll leave that one with you. You tell me your thoughts.